Katie, when she was a little girl, she was always very curious, very grown up. I think it's having older siblings. Very tenacious personality. Katie was a funny kid. She was always the witty one of the bunch. Very loving, lots of hugs, and was a very active soccer player from the time she was like 3 or 4. Had to have all those A's and that 4.0.
That day started out like a lot of days. Katie was finishing up, that was her senior year. She was upset. I guess you could say a boyfriend-girlfriend breakup kind of deal. There was nothing in the voice, there was nothing that would factually make you think something is about to take place.
And we kind of heard this loud noise. Robert and I thought the back door had slammed from the wind. And the only thing I remember is I saw your feet and your legs, Katie. And then as soon as I got ready to look up, my son picked me up and took me outside. He didn't want me to see Katie. Robert just said, "Mom, Katie's gotten hurt." And he goes, "It's my gun."
We met with the emergency trauma surgeon. He said the entry point was here, it exited here. He said there was no penetration of the brain. And he said, "This is the worst case I've ever seen." He said, "Outside of a face transplant, I just don't know."
He had tears welling up in his eyes, and he put his arm around me. He goes, "If this works for y'all to go to Cleveland Clinic, you need to take the opportunity, because that will be a way your daughter can get her life back."
When I heard her age, her story, was she going to survive? Was she going to get meningitis and die? How are we going to rebuild these different levels of her craniofacial units? What it was salvageable? That really was all unknown. The thing about the Cleveland Clinic is our team approach. So we gathered a team of experts, we surrounded the patient, and we took care of her.
We knew immediately that she would be a fairly good candidate for face transplantation. So in preparation, we arranged different types of procedures to get general reconstruction to get her functionally better.
We had a lot of ups and downs. We had some big, close, scary calls. But there was a couple of other occasions, too, where we thought we were going to lose her.
Even though she may have been a candidate physically, they had to make sure mentally that she was a candidate.
Then we started planning, and that took months and months and months of planning.
And I think we just have such a great assembled team of thinkers. We've had meetings where upwards of 60 or 70 team members are in the room, from transplant surgery to transplant coordinators to endocrinologists to nephrologists, anesthesia, ICU staff. They're all there. So that's the kind of team approach that we do here.
We don't know if it'll take place next week or if it'll be another 3 months, but in the meantime, she's constantly getting stronger, and we continue to do everything they tell us to do.
I just really grateful for this opportunity. I have such a chance in life.
Yesterday when we got the calls, May the 2nd, and it was 3 years ago yesterday that Katie and I flew into Cleveland. So basically 3 years to the day, and here we are.
I didn't lie to you. This is going to happen. It's happening now. Just who you are and how you're going through this and wanting to move forward and how much you've inspired so many people, that's sort of the miracle, right? That's sort of the amazing part of what's going on with you.
I love you.
There's a lot of people, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. Everybody wants to help. Everybody's here to spend the next 2 days on this. We have a good plan, and you're going to see things move efficiently. It went extremely well.
Is this what I wanted for my daughter at 22? No. But do I feel like Katie has another opportunity at life? Yes.
She's healthy, she's improving her speech, she's improving her eating, she's starting to smile a little bit. The transplant looks great, there's no recent rejections. Those are huge successes.
I had no idea the extensive nature of the journey we would enter into. One door opens to another door, opens to another door. It's constantly evolving.
She's taking Braille, she's taking cane training. She can learn to read again, she can learn to walk, she can learn to speak.
They are about as resilient as you can be, and I am proud of them as much as I'm proud of Katie.
I don't think this is the end of her story. I don't know how she will help people. I feel in my heart she will as a mom, but I just want Katie to have a life.
Life is not about the absence of difficulties or the absence of troubles, but it's a part of the fabric of what any of us go through. Katie was asked a question the other day, how would you summarize? She said that life is precious and it is beautiful.